Good day, I'm Griselda van Wyk, and today I will be doing the central nervous system. So have you ever wondered why you even need a nervous system? Well, let me tell you why. Just imagine you are walking barefoot, you are strutting your stuff, you are walking, minding your own business, and all of a sudden you step on a piece of glass, right? Now, if you didn't have a nervous system, you would not feel the pain. Yes, I know that you won't be able to walk also, but just bear with me with this example. Okay, so now you're walking, you don't know of anything, and this piece of glass is coming deeper and deeper into your tissues, right? Making damage everywhere it goes. And also you are bleeding. You can bleed to death within an hour, right? And there's bacteria going in there, and it's a horrible, rotten situation. And you don't know, you're just walking around. So the afternoon when you go and sit down, you want to put on your shoes, and you look at this foot, which by the way you won't be able to do because you won't have eyes, because you don't have a nervous system. You won't be able to hear the screams of the innocent bystanders having to see this mess on your foot. So can you see what the nervous system does for you? It actually protects you against the changes in the environment. There's a lot of stimuli in our environment. Yes, not all of them are harmful, but some are, and this protects our body. It's a very fast and quick response to a stimuli. So what type of stimuli do we get? Now, if you look at these pictures, the first one there is a globe, an old-timers globe, way back. And what does a globe do? It gives us light, right? So that light goes to your eye, and at the back of your eye you've got photoreceptors. So it stimulates those photoreceptors, it sends an impulse to your brain, and you can see the whole thing, the whole room, the whole image, right? So that's a type of stimuli. But us old-timers also know that those globes, when we were small, were very attractive. It was like a magnet. We all just wanted to touch it, right? So there was a lot of houses with little children's skin on the globes, burnt onto it. Because the moment you touch it, what happens to your nervous system? There's receptors within this finger, and it sends an impulse through your arm to your brain telling you, ouch! So now you start screaming and taking your hand away and ouch, mommy. Mommy comes around. So that is a pain receptor. So it's pain stimuli, right? The next one we have is you see this little man with a bomb. Look at those eyes. So firstly, it is a light stimuli. He's seeing it, right? It's going to the brain, yeah. What's his brain doing? It's interpreting this information. What's the brain now doing? It's sending an impulse down to the legs. Run for your life, scream, wave your arms, just get away, right? So that is one way of protecting your body as well. Now the next one, as you can see, we all know this one, a little boy. He fell and he scraped his knee and the skin is gone. So that is a pain stimuli. Again, now you're screaming, mommy comes, what does she do? She cleans the wound, stop the bleeding, and you will live. You will live through the day, right? Another stimuli is like fire, right? I think the cavemen even figured out that you don't put your hand into the fire. Yes, it's very nice, it's warm and comfortable, it's nice sitting next to the fire, but don't put your hand in there. So when you put your hand in there, what happens? The pain or the heat stimuli receptors in your fingers or your hand send all these impulses through the arm to the brain saying, ouch, take out, never do this again, and then you have a wound, right, because you're stupid. All right, so those are types of stimuli. There are many others, hearing and taste, smell, seeing, feeling. Those are the 5 senses, right? So what we are going to do is we're going to look at the human nervous system, right? And we started now with the reasons for the nervous system. It's to protect your body, right, against changes in the environment. We're going to look at the central nervous system. We're going to look at the peripheral and autonomic nervous system. We're going to see what nerve cells look like, the reflex arc, illnesses, the eye, and the ear. But we're not going to do all of it today. We will break it up in sessions. Let's move on. So let's start with the key concepts that you need for the human nervous system. The first part is the word impulse. Such an important word. A signal that's transmitted along the nerve cell. People never use the word message, ever. This is not a WhatsApp. This is not your Instagram DM. You cannot talk about messages here. No messages. It's only impulses, right? It's an electrical impulse. Right, neuron. That is a specialized cell, right? And you've learned about this in grade 10, that transmits impulses in the nervous system. So they basically let the impulse run along them, and they transmit them. The next one is a stimulus. I spoke about that. It's a detectable change like pain, heat, light, sound that will be received by an important word, the receptor. Your eye, your ear, your skin. Right, receptor, like I said, that's the structures located in the sense organs, and they convert, this is an important sentence, convert the stimulus into an impulse. This is very important. Okay, next, the effector, those are the muscles or the glands that respond to the message from the nervous system. So the nervous system will send this impulse to them to make an effect or a change. Right, and then we look at this part here. How does it actually work? Say, for example, you have a spider on your leg. So the first thing is it's crawling up there. It's a stimulus. So your skin will send the receptor in the skin will send that impulse via the sensory neuron from the senses to the central nervous system, your brain, and then that will interpret it and send it to the motor neuron. The motor neuron will then send an impulse to the effector, which is now the muscle, and that will be your leg muscle. And your leg muscle will start shaking and kicking because you want to get rid of that spider. Okay, so that is basically your response, and that is how the nervous system works. We are going to an ad break now. See you after the break.